Hey guys, More Mayhem here again. Well, I've been working on a project. I've been working on the golf cart. So yeah, don't laugh at me about this, but it's pretty much just junk parts that I had laying around that had extra and stuff. A few that I bought. I had a set of trailer lights for a trailer or a boat trailer or whatever. I had them sitting in the toolbox outside. I did buy a set of red LED light strips to put on it. Put side markers on it. I had them in the tub. There's one on the other side too. There's our blinker deal. Our handle for our blinker. There's one switch panel. I bought that gauge to go on a different project, but I didn't use it on it. Had that one. Had the hour from last Christmas. And the tack I had laying around. And all the switches I had laying around. I wasn't using. Put CB in it. I don't know why, but it's just there. Put the ignition. That is your ignition and your keel for the motor. I'll show you that in a few minutes. There's the tail lights. This is going to be my headlights. That's my hazards. And that is the emergency mode. I put a cigarette lighter in there. And that hole there is for the radio, which I have not got in it yet. I had a couple of these. They're supposed to be cab lights for a big truck, but I had them laying around and put them on here. Then I put two amber ovals down there. Yeah. There's that part. I'm gonna open the trunk. There's the motor. The side shaft. It is a I don't know, but it says it's a 6-horse somewhere, 5-horse, something like that. It is a side shaft. I'm planning on putting, I don't know if it's going to work, but my plans are to leave this pulley here, put it on there better, hit it up on there. That's my temperature gauge. It goes in that little temperature setting unit there. That pulley is going to run on a V-belt. And then I'm going to have a pulley coming off of that shaft it's V-belt. And I'm going to make it where I'm going to have a homemade clutch down there somewhere, or just a hand clutch on somewhere to put on it, to make it my homemade centrifugal clutch pretty much. And I'm probably going to use, I might use that gas pedal or just build one from scratch. But I am going to run a throttle off of it. I'm not done with this build. I am going to put, this is pretty much in the middle of the build, but I am going to put a fuel cell back here and a fuel pump for emergency purposes. And probably on this bar right here, I'm probably going to mount a winch sooner or later. And on this wood piece of 2x4 I got is a bumper. I'm probably going to mount the fairlead to it or something. I'll figure something out on that part. But there's the motor. That's how I'm going to do that. There's the battery. It's probably going to go in it. I'm going to use this drill battery right now to run all the stuff. But I just got it halfway mounted. Yeah, see? This light will disconnect there. I'm not really worried about it. There's that one. Get it out the way. There's that one. And there's all the wiring. That's a ground terminal. Or ground block. That's the ground block. All these fuses run pretty much everything in the dash It runs the power to the voltage gauge, power to that, power to the tach. It's going to run the power to the radio and the CB, and it runs the power off of the key switch going to everything. And down here, this is my park lights. This is my all my accessories running off of my ignition switch. This is my main power block. This is my power coming off the battery going to the ignition switch, if you can see it up in there. And this one, it runs to my turn signal relay. And this relay runs off of this relay. This relay runs the crisscross patterning of these two, which I'll show you in a few minutes. This one runs a turn signal. This one runs a turn signal. So yeah, without any other delays, there's the ignition. That's off. Position 1 is supposed to be headlights on a lawnmower. Position 2 is your running position. And then you twist it again and to crank it. But this is a pull start, so the voltage, it's got 16 because we're running off of a 19 volt battery. It only go to 16. The hour meter, it is wired, but for the time being, there's the fuse placed for that, which here's the fuse. There's the fuse. It goes in that hole, which I don't want hooked up right now, because when you, on a lawnmower, when you turn the key on, that's supposed to get power, which tells you how many hours the motor has run. But I ain't tested a motor since I got it in here. The motor ain't even mounted, so yeah. That's ignition. That's our park lights. I do not have that wired yet to work, so I gotta do that. That's what I don't like about this hour meter, or most of all hour meters. It don't have a light, which I wish I could put in there, but I don't know how I could. I guess I could put a light on the front of it and light it up. But there's the voltage light. There's your water temperature light, which is my water temperature. And there's the tach light. Here's our blinker. That one runs this side, which there's this side. There's that one. There's this one at the back. I don't know what's wrong with that park light. It ain't working. That relay that I said was the turn signal was running that LED strip, which is supposed to be just a park light, but I made it where it'll be a turn signal and a park light. You can look up a video on that. There's a guy on YouTube that shows you that. So yeah, I will probably link that in the description. Ta-da! No. So yeah, there's that side. There's this side. It does have a side marker over it works. Here's hazards. And the battery died. Alright, well, there's hazards. Yep. There's that part. I'm gonna turn them off.
Barely could see your shop down there.
Turn the hazards off. Warning mode.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's bright enough.
This bottom relay runs the crisscross pattern of that. It's pretty much the same as these two, but so this one's not got a terminal, or this one's got a light on it. You can hook them to all 5 of the pins up, and it'll work like that with being that, instead of being an on-off relay. And then we have the crisscross pattern back here too. So yeah, it ain't mounted to nothing. Quit. So yeah, that's that. pretty much. Please like, comment, subscribe. And that's pretty much it for this build.
How many
for
volts is
now.
that battery?
Which
19?
one? Yeah.
I know your voltage gauge kind of pegged the egg out.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Tomato! Nice and colored.
Ta-da.